Why settle for second when there's first?
Well, if you're not into pro basketball, now you can get into college.
College time. And tonight, later on next year, there will be the Final Four. But tonight, everybody's a winner. Everybody's got a chance to be number one. But the college basketball season tipped off with 3 of the top 20 teams in the country playing in the preseason National Invitation Tournament tonight. Let's go down to Tobacco Road. Jimmy V's Wolfpack against Richmond. First half, Chris Corciani to Tom Gugliotta on the slam. NC State up by 5 early. But the Spiders didn't give up. Scott Stapleton spun this little move right before the end of the half. 27-19 State at the break. Valvano was saying, cover that guy. The second half was all Wolfpack, though. Rodney Monroe starts baseline, then pulls up and gets the leaner to go and draws the foul, and Wolfpack trapped the Spiders 57-48 tonight. In Bayou Country, Chris Jackson started his sophomore year with 37 points to lead second-ranked LSU over Southern Miss 91-80, and Kansas shelled Alabama Birmingham 109-83. Number 1 UNLV plays at midnight. Now we move up a notch to the NBA, where the Pistons got a little revenge for losing to the Heat over the weekend in Miami. The Heat hung tough early on. Glenn Rice, returning to Michigan for the first time, sinks the 21-footer, but it was Detroit by 3 in the first. Ron Rothstein, who used to coach in Detroit, would wish he was still on the other sideline before it was all over. Isaiah Thomas, end of the half, drives and puts up the rainbow to put the Pistons up by 15 at the break, and it got ugly in the second half. Off the miss by Rory Sparrow. Now this is a fast break. John Sally to Isaiah, to Joe Dumars, back to Isaiah. The Pistons rolled all over the Heat, 130-94 tonight. Now to Minneapolis, where Kirby Puckett of the Twins was checking out the new kids in town, the Timberwolves against the Spurs. The Wolves on the prowl in the first. Pooh Richardson to Sam Mitchell for 2. Minnesota trailed by only 1. The Wolves led by a point in the fourth before the Spurs woke up. David Robinson puts back the miss with the slam. San Antonio went on a fourth-quarter surge. Tony Campbell misses the shot here. Robinson cleans the glass, gets it up front to another star rookie, Sean Elliott, who slams it home at the other end, and the Spurs down the Wolves 86-76. And finally tonight in Boston, the Celtics against the Nets. Too much alley, not enough oop on that pass. Mookie Blaylock to Sam Bowie going the other way, but Jersey fell behind by 11 early. Now, watch some classic Celtics passing here, folks. 4 players will combine on 1 bucket. Finally, Larry Bird dishes behind the back to Robert Parrish. He had 26. The Celtics won at 126-92. Bird had 15 rebounds, 12 points, and 10 assists. It was Charles in charge. Barkley had 29 to lead Philly over Charlotte, 109-96. And it was the Cavs over the Warriors, 129-104. In baseball, the Sun Sox fell 3 games off the lead in the Senior League's Southern Division as they lost to St. Pete tonight. The Pelicans forced a split of the 2-game series by winning 8-6. The Sox road trip ends with 3 games in Orlando this weekend. The Southern Division leaders, the Tropics, got 29 hits to blast Bradenton 22-13, and the Juice blanked the Suns 9-0. In the majors, Brett Saberhagen of the Royals and Dave Stewart of the A's were the finalists, but as expected, it was Saberhagen who came away with the American League Cy Young Award tonight for the second time in 4 years. He was a nearly unanimous choice after a 23-6 season, and even though Oakland won the World Series and Stewart won 21 games, it was Saberhagen's consistent pitching all year long that got him the award. He won 20 of his last 22. And we'll put this show on ice for the night with action from the National Hockey League. Pierre Paget's North Stars in action against the Devils in New Jersey. Second period, scoreless. Mark Johnson shoots and misses, but Kirk Muller is there to sneak in for the goal. 1-0 Jersey on top. The Stars tied it up a few minutes later, and they went to overtime, knotted at 1. Clark Donatelli scored on the breakaway to win it 2-1 in OT, Minnesota, the final tonight. Anything else you want to know?
But all those goalies wore masks that look like skulls, or...
Some of them do. Some of them are meaner than others. You have to be a certain kind of temperament to be a hockey goalie and have people shoot little pucks at you all night.
I guess so. I guess you'd have to be. All right, thanks, Ken. Barry from Brooklyn belts him out tonight.
We'll listen to the Barry...